Welcome to Athlete U, aka Athletica University, home of the Griffins. It is a team that we will construct entirely of recruits that are only athletes. So we went ahead, made ourselves a cupcake roster. We are going to be recruiting only athletes throughout this series. We have our home jersey right here, the away jerseys. Got our all white jerseys. They look a little weird here because the logo on the helmet is chromatic. Then we have our visionary look and our hybrid. You can see as well, we're going to have a multiple offensive scheme and a multiple defensive scheme because playing multiple positions is the name of the game. So we need a team to replace. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace Kennesaw State solely for the fact that they are the newest addition to the FBS. Let's go ahead and replace Kennesaw State. And there we go, the Athletica Griffins. We are going to be the head coach of the squad. Sorry to Leonardo Guerrero. We're going to go ahead and replace him. As far as making this team of athletes go, things like motivator, tactician, they are really good. We're probably going to go into those eventually. But for starters, we are going to go ahead and start with recruiter. We're going to need that ability to kind of scout all of our athletes. This will be Andy Athletica. He's, of course, going to be 6'7". I like the sweater vibes. Welcome to Athletica U. Let's sign the contract. The way I'm going to kind of do this is I'm going to go ahead and just take a couple seasons, just help grow the team, develop the team, because right now for starters, we have, of course, the base team builder cupcake roster, which is not good at all. 67 overall, the 66 offense, and the 69 defense. Let's go ahead and first just check out who is on the schedule for the first season. I'm not going to really play any of these games, but let's see. We got UTSA, Louisiana, San Jose State. So not a ton of really tough opponents, but I would be surprised if we won very many games at all. Let me go ahead and upgrade my coach's ability. I really want to get a good quarterback, and I really want to get a good offensive line. Those are going to be my first two kind of areas of emphasis here, because if we can get those two things, we're in good shape. We're going to start out by getting the ability to scout quarterbacks just a little bit faster. Let's go to any state and just see kind of who we have available. If I'm being 100% transparent, I'm probably not going to waste my time with 5-star recruits solely for the fact that I don't think that they will come to the team, but we might have a chance at getting some of the 4-star guys. So let's see. So I have no less than 6 guys who are supposed to be quarterbacks, 5 guys who are supposed to be running backs. I have 3 guys who are supposed to be receivers, 1 guy is supposed to be a tight end. So it looks like they put all the athletes at the center position. Seems like that is how they sort through athletes of the offensive line, which is interesting. We have a couple guys who are supposed to be defensive ends, a couple guys who are supposed to be middle linebackers. No players in the secondary right now. I think the thing is, like, a lot of the people who will be receivers are going to end up being able to play those positions. All right, we have 26 targets. We have a lot of targets on the board. So let's firstly take a look at the quarterbacks that we have. Kai Tyree is our top option right now. 98 speed and 92 acceleration. Oh my goodness, he would be incredible. Obviously, let's go ahead and just fire away with a scholarship right away. Greg Landers is another guy, kind of some interest from, and he is a gem, okay? A 3-star gem. 89 speed, 90 acceleration. So Greg Landers is a guy that we are going to go ahead and throw a target on. And then I'm going to kind of probably not offer these guys scholarships unless they end up being really, really good. Speaking of really, really good, 97 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 throw power. I was kind of hoping Monty Hope would be one of the best guys. So let's go ahead and throw him an offer. 2 gems actually already in Greg Landers and Monty Hope. Take a look at our guy, Trey DeVoe. 80 speed, pretty solid. It's hard to kind of tell with these guys. Let's just keep kind of scouting them, see if we can't hit any gems. And right on cue, there he is. James Daniels is a gem. Oh no, Edwards Superstar is a bust. Oh, that is so disappointing. I might just have to start kind of throwing some offers out there at some of these guys. We have a silver pipeline here, so let's go ahead and throw one on Clay Simple. So those are all of our scouting points. So we will go ahead then and advance the week. We want people who have not gotten any offers, although Monty Hope, I'm disappointed because we're probably not going to get him, but I am going to just try. Kevin Daniels did not get any offers, and I do like me some good tight ends. James Daniels is one of those gems, so I'm going to go ahead and throw everything we got at him. If we were targeting lots of different positions, we might have been able to get some 4-stars, but I think that is probably not going to be a possibility. The best 4-stars that don't have offers are not interested in coming to our team. So we pretty much got to work with what we have on the board. We're probably not going to get Jasmine. We're probably not going to get Ellinger. So I hate to remove these guys, but I just don't want to waste my time with guys who are not going to come to the team. Sam O'Connell, he is looking really good. So we're going to go ahead and just give him 50 points. Trey DeVoe has not been targeted either. So let's go ahead and just give him that. Joshua Slade does not have an offer. So let's just go ahead and throw one on him. Okay, look at this guy. Look at this. We might just get some recruits. I want recruiting actions to have bigger impacts on quarterbacks, and I want to increase the recruiting hours. And then offensive linemen, we are going to get it so that we get a recruiting action bonus from them as well. Interesting, because like these guys got offered scholarships and they just aren't really putting much towards them. So still doing pretty solid here. I'm hoping that we can get some people in because we just don't have a lot of recruiting hours. Also, we are pushing ahead on Monty Hope. The fact we can get Monty Hope pretty much makes this whole thing. He's going to be a phenom. Oh man, North Texas is starting to show some interest and moving ahead, which I am not a huge fan of. Trey DeVoe, we're number 1 on. I totally just completely have ignored this man. So let's just try and see. Also, let's just throw some stuff on him. Just completely forgot about that poor dude. Oh no. Get away, Nebraska. Get away. And we get Greg Landers. Okay, there we go. Greg Landers is the first commit. Sam O'Connell also commits as well. We also have FCS East this week, so hopefully we can actually get a win. So yeah, neither of these guys really getting any interest from anybody. So let's just throw some interest on these guys. No one's really calling them, so Athletica University might just have to make some phone calls. We might be able to convince Max Pettis to get to the team, although we would need that to happen soon. We're so bad at everything that all we can really do is send the house. Looks like we still lost to FCS East, which is just great. 24-17 loss, so we're just really great, man. Look how big our logo is. We are the main event. That's why we take up so much space. Oh, get away from Monty Hope, guys. Leave him alone. Oh, I do not like that at all. I mean, I'm glad that we managed to bring in Greg Landers, but I just think Monty Hope's going to be a phenom, and I don't think there's a way that I can force him to come to the team. Let me just go ahead and show off the team a little bit, because I really have not gotten a chance to do that quite yet. I'm not going to do the whole game. Just gonna kind of take a look here. There we go, man. This is the look. This is the stadium. Taking on Jack State. He has no touchdowns. What are you doing, man? I'm excited for us to actually get going to a place where we can start playing some games. But let's just do one play. Awesome. Good game, guys. You know, honestly, it might not even really behoove me much to make visits, because I think if you lose, you actually get a little bit of a deduction. And we're going to lose every game. Like, that's pretty much guaranteed. But anyways, regardless, we lose again. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Actually, we have moved ahead of Florida. Oh, man. So maybe I should have been targeting those guys the whole time. Oh, yeah. They gained so many points. Oh, their pipeline's just too good. Don't think I'm going to be able to keep him. Although Emmanuel Easy-Edu, Florida just decided they didn't care. Miami looks like they're actually taking some interest in DeMarco Corral, though. So we'll wait a week on that, see what happens with their... Oh, no. Nebraska's going to beat us for Max Pettis. That sucks. All right. Let's take Max Pettis off the board then. I want to go back and take a look and see top prospects that maybe haven't really gotten too much of a look. Yeah, Campanaro, but a lot of 3-star guys. So does not look like there's going to be a ton of non-3-star guys to target. But we do have Zach Payne. Looks like he's pretty solid. Zach McPhee. I think I'm going to lose out on Monty Hope, which is such a bummer. We do get James Daniels, so that is really nice. We are probably not going to get DeMarco. Not a great look thus far, but gotten a couple good people. Yeah. Oh, man, dude. Came in right there at the end. So I guess we probably should just start targeting some of these other guys that we have in here. It looks like right now at this point, we might just have to rely on getting 3-star guys. Let's just throw the house at Play Simple, and let's just go and throw the house at Carlton. Such a bummer that we are not going to get one of our guys, but we do get Kevin Daniels, so that is really nice. Looks like Monty Hope does commit to Michigan State, so that is a huge bummer. We are an F prestige right now, which makes sense because we've lost every single game up to this point. Yeah, it looks like we ought to stop even going after Coral. Easy Edu, we still have a chance at. Monty Hope leaving is incredibly disappointing. Slade is somebody who we've been pretty high on the list for a while and haven't really pursued, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Trey DeVoe does commit to the team. Let's see who else we can maybe go get. Duke Ramesh, Alejandro Power. Oh yeah, for sure getting a look from me. Do a little scouting. 96 speed. There we go. This is the guy. Anybody who's fast. All right, Clay Simple has committed. Oh man, I wish we had any hope of getting this guy, but we probably don't. Alejandro Power also has 96 speeds. I'm just gonna add 5 to you and just hope that that 4-star running back does find his way to the team. I probably just needed to recruit earlier and I did not. And it looks like Florida is definitely going to get him. So that is not ideal. Falls 0-10. I don't know why on earth he wouldn't want to come here. Alejandro Power, we need to make the push for him real strong right now. So let's go ahead and throw the house at this man. Oh, Duke Ramesh, we are number 1 on. So that is really, really good. So let's just go ahead and throw 50 there. Edward Superstar I've solely kept around because his name is Edward Superstar, but we could throw the house at another prospect. Let's go take a look and see. Oh my gosh, there's a guy named Brian Bowser who's a 4-star guy who no one's targeted, but I cannot target him. I got to stick to my athletes. Frederick Coffee. I like coffee. Why don't you take a look at us? How about that? How about that, Frederick Coffee? Why don't you take a look at Athletica University. Wow, yeah, we shot to the top of his list. And yep, we did complete the 0-12 season. Let's go ahead and we could unlock that, but I honestly think right now, I just want to keep recruiting. I think I'm going to honestly get the thing that gives me the starting interest increase and then the increase in the weekly hours for the offensive lineman. Taking a look here, looks like we are probably going to get most of these guys that we are targeting. Only 6 guys committed thus far. Cortez Charlton makes it 7. Joshua Slade makes it 8. Taking a look at our staff here, we have Jarrett Ellsworth. Jarrett Ellsworth does have some pretty solid stuff with recruiting actions. Not much that we're getting from you. So I think Alex Gary is going to be somebody that we're going to fire. Hopefully, you know, bring in somebody new who can give us even more boosts to recruiting. Looks like we do get another offensive lineman, which is really good. View job offers. Who on earth is offering me a job? Nevada wants me to be their offensive coordinator. No. Let's manage staff, see who we can hire at the defensive coordinator position. Oh, wow. These are the only guys who are available? None of these guys are going to want to come here. Are you kidding me? This looks like Cameron Manhertz might be the guy who we're going to offer. So probably not going to accept the position. But hopefully he will. Why are people offering me jobs? Like, truthfully, I don't know why people are offering me jobs. Did we get our guy? He accepted the job. Cameron Manhertz said, I will take you up on your job. Losing that guy to Michigan State is probably the biggest bummer of this whole thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and advance now. Take a look at some off-season scouting. Our pro potential down to a D+. Makes sense. All right, Zach McPhee does commit, as does Duke Ramesh. Oh, Duke Ramesh, wow, he did commit over Florida State. So that is actually a really nice get for us. So we'll stick with, I mean, these guys, we pretty much already almost got them. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get Power and Coffee. I haven't even offered this guy a scholarship. I haven't even offered Frederick Coffee a scholarship. As far as athletes go, I don't know if there's any other athletes that we could even really target right now. Let's go ahead and see who's in the transfer portal. Yeah, so the funny thing is I can't even use the transfer portal because none of them have any interest. There's not a single person who's interested in coming to the team, which is actually really funny. So we don't even have to worry about the transfer portal because it literally does not matter to us whatsoever. There's Dante Foreman, who looks pretty solid. Miles Fasago, Stephen Gee, Artie Stacy, Manu Caesar. I like it. Sharif Allen. This is my problem right now is, like, I don't really know exactly what these guys are even like. 88 speed and 91 Excel is pretty darn good. So we're going to go ahead and just throw him a offer here. How good's Manu Caesar? 84 lead block, 82 impact block, 86 strength. Pretty solid. Emmett Land is a bust. Okay, let's just go ahead and throw scholarships. Not that. We don't want friends and family. We want the house. Ignore your friends and family. Get the house. Dante Foreman, go ahead and offer him as much as we can. And we'll do the same thing for our guy right here. We got some extra time to spend here, so let's just go see if there are any other athletes that we can convince to come to the squad. Let's look for some kind of defensive guys. We'll go for Artie Stacy here. 85 speed, pretty solid. And then Artie Stacy is a gem with 98 speed. 98 speed. Okay, chill. Okay, Alejandro Power, you're really good, man, but I'm going to need you to move aside because Artie Stacy is a gem and we're sending the freaking house. It's kind of funny, you know, I was honestly planning on using the transfer portal, but I think because of this first season, I'm not going to do it. So Alejandro Power does come to the team. Honestly, like, let's just do it. I mean, we don't get to transfer any of these scholarships over, so let's just start trying to get as many of these guys as we possibly can. Okay, Frederick Coffey does come to the squad. And yeah, we're leading the way for all these other guys as well. Artie Stacy, so that helps us kind of recoup the hope that we ended up losing. Jalen Babers commits, Courtney Keene, Tyler Campanaro commits. Taking a look here at the squad that we have assembled, I think I actually made out with a pretty good squad. I mean, no 4 stars, which is kind of unfortunate and probably due to just a lack of me doing very well, but we did actually end up with the best class in the Conference USA by a wide margin. The 50th ranked class, we had 22 3-star recruits. 22 of them. So that is pretty good. Campanaro, Kevin Daniels, Greg Landers, Zach McPhee, Sam O'Connell. It's going to be hard to kind of distinguish these guys right now just because I don't have them kind of in the positions that they're going to be in. But the good news is we did get some gems in James Daniels, Artie Stacy, another huge one. So it looks like we got 3 guys here who are stars in Artie Stacy, Duke Ramesh, and Greg Landers. And then Alejandro Power is an impact. Frederick Coffey's an impact. Campanaro is just a normal impact here. And then a couple normals, a couple more impact players, a lot of impact guys, which is still really good. I mean, impact is still really solid. We'll have to kind of see where all these positions end up landing. So this is the biggest thing we're doing here is the position changes. You can see all these different guys that we have right here. None of them are like amazing. Actually, there's quite a few that are not very good. Artie Stacy, athlete number 1, probably is going to be the guy who we end up putting at quarterback. Looks like he is a 72 overall quarterback and a 72 overall cornerback. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make Artie Stacy a quarterback. So Alejandro Power would be the other guy. Now, the thing with him is he's really only good at quarterback, and I'm prone to switching quarterbacks a lot of the time, so might not be super optimal, but I think I'm also going to stick him at quarterback. If nothing else, maybe I could redshirt him, and then he could come in and start later on. Duke Ramesh was also a guy who was supposed to be a quarterback. Duke Ramesh is, I believe, very, very fast, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just put him as a deep threat receiver. Greg Landers is the other guy who was kind of there at quarterback, but he's also a 65 overall running back, and so we're going to stick Greg Landers at halfback. Sharif Ali is a 74 overall at outside linebacker, so I'm going to go ahead and stick him to be a right outside linebacker. Kind of a tough call here for Frederick Coffey. I think because I already got one of my guys who's a quarterback at running back, I think I'm going to stick him at halfback. Play simple. I think I might stick him at safety. Go ahead and stick Carlton at the wide receiver position just to give us another guy there. Kevin Daniels, let's go ahead and stick him along the defensive line. Zach McPhee here. I think, well, let's stick him at the tight end position. Dante Foreman, we'll stick him at defensive tackle here. Courtney Keene, looks like we don't have a ton of middle linebackers, so I'm going to go ahead and stick Courtney Keene at middle linebacker. Trey DeVoe, so he would be much better on the defensive line than anything else. Let's stick Tyler Coronado at cornerback. Anthony Kai something. Let's do that, I guess, then. So we'll go ahead and stick him there. That's fine with me. So let's put Sam O'Connell there On the offensive line, James Daniels, I know he's a gem. Let's stick him on the offensive line. Babers right here at the right guard position. Caesar here, one of the late season additions. We are going to stick him at right tackle to hopefully help just build out this offensive line a little bit. Looks like a lot of guys could be good on the offensive line, so I'm going to stick him then. So I'll make him a guard. So kind of to review here, taking a look at the quarterback position, my two guys right here. So I have my Artie Stacy and my Alejandro Power. Greg Landers here at halfback. Taking a look at the receiver position, a triple combination of Campanaro, Carlton, and Ramesh. Tight end, we have two guys that we put there, Zach McPhee and Anthony Kaishavaran. Apologies for that name pronunciation. James Daniels, we're going to put him as a blindside protector. Sam O'Connell, we're going to put him at left guard. And then we did not put anyone actually at center, although we do have these two guys right here, Jalen Barbers and Joshua Slade, so maybe I can slot one of these guys over to the center position, which I think will end up being Joshua Slade. So let's go ahead and do that. So Joshua Slade will be our center, and then at right guard, Jalen Babers can end up being a guy who develops there, and then Manu Caesar over at the right tackle. Trey DeVoe on the defensive end, and then we have Kevin Daniels over on the other end, and then at DT, we have Dante Foreman and Mr. O. Coffee at left outside linebacker, Keen at middle linebacker, and Sharif Ali at right outside linebacker, Tyler Coronado at cornerback, and then we didn't get any free safeties, but we did add Clay Semple to be our strong safety. That will be the team that we roll out with for the next season, and I will play the next season. I really just wanted to give myself kind of a foundation of just some athletes to play with. We're going to level up humongously there with our recruiting class, and you can see immediately shooting up a ton in overall, up to a 76 overall just in one season. We did lose every single game, so we're still looking for first victory in team history. But let's go ahead and upgrade our coach skill trees. I still just want to get kind of as much as I can out of these guys, so we're going to get that increased starting interest. Let's unlock motivator. That off-season training boost is what we want to get to. We don't necessarily need that right now, but I definitely want to get to that just so I can use that for my quarterbacks going forward, and then offensive linemen is what we want to get to. So we'll do this for right now, and obviously the next time I upgrade, I'll be able to bump that up. So we're back to the preseason. So let's take a look at who we will be facing. Looks like Wake Forest is going to be our first. We got two ACC opponents in the first 3 games that we're playing. We are playing FCS West in our second game, which will be hopefully pretty nice, and then South Florida, and then we go into conference play. We finish the season against Liberty, and yeah, we will next time go ahead and take a look at all the athletes that we're going to be able to hopefully get. Oh my gosh, and it's looking as dire as ever. So, but we'll pick up there next time. We'll see, if we can get Ezekiel Hammer and Sam Chang and, Jaleel Fort and all those guys. But I think that is going to wrap it up for the time being. So we will continue the story of Athletica University. The story of the Griffins is just beginning. And when we come back, we will see the beginning of Artie Stacy's tenure as our man on top, number 0. Taking a look at him here, he has got so many things going for him here. That star development, he's got some gold badges, looks like that 90 throw power, decent accuracy, that amazing speed. He's got increased composure at home games, solid composure on the road, improved pocket movement. I think that's actually a platinum badge there, so he has really, really good pocket movement, really good accuracy in crossbody, back foot, improved break and sack ability, and improved pressure resist on the run. So really, really excited about Artie Stacy. Duke Ramesh, another guy I am very excited about as well. James Daniels is another impact player right here. So hopefully we can kind of develop a lot of these guys over the course of the season. But we will do all of that. Yeah, and if you want to see the story of the Athletica Griffins, then don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those fancy things if you want to. Thank you so much for watching. All right, peace.